Babbel starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. 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 Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's corporate cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. 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 Cards issued by Southern Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
So, how's your research going?
Surprising! After I figured out the top-rated TVs in our price range, I went shopping for deals.
And who's the best?
It wasn't the internet, and it wasn't the warehouse club.
What?
It was video only. They had better deals on the Samsung, LG, and the Sony TVs that got the highest scores.
Better than online and at the club?
I know! Video only beat them all. And now we can afford an even better model for the same price. My research really paid off.
If we buy it video only.
Exactly. Otherwise, we'll be sorry.
At video only, you won't find huge stores with refrigerators or microwaves, but you will find the best deals on top-rated TVs, soundbars, and monitors. Shop around. Just make sure you visit video only, because if you don't, you'll be sorry. In Mountain View, San Mateo, Union City, Dublin, and San Rafael. Video only.
Each week, On the Ground with Americans First brings you new stories of how God is working through the ministry, whether it's hours after the deadly earthquake that rocked Turkey, providing eyesight to the blind, or life-changing impacts of an Operation Christmas Child shoebox. Join us on Saturday mornings on KSFO at 8 a.m. or go to SamaritanFirst.org/listen.
Wellendorf jewelry is magical.
When you touch it, your life will change.
You will ask yourself,
How did they make this gold rope feel as soft and supple as silk?
hundreds of microscopically thin strands of gold are woven together by hand, just like the finest silk.
And when you see the extraordinary craftsmanship of their rings and bracelets,
You will know that you have seen the pinnacle of the jeweler's art.
Shreve at 150 Post off Union Square.
In Palo Alto, Shreve is perfectly situated
You're
in
listening
Sanford,
to
South.
Sean Hannity on Talk Radio 560, KSFO.
Talk to you about our friends at Preborn. Linda, I know how passionate you are about it, and why don't you let people know how you feel?
Yeah, Sean, there are certain things that just really get under my skin, and one of them is just people kind of taking our tax dollars and doing whatever they want with it, sending it to Planned Parenthood as if they're actually doing something with mammography and cancer, and we all know they're not. And it all goes to abortion, and we don't have a say-so. And I really think that we as Americans, we should have a little bit of control over our dollar and not this crazy government. And honestly, what a better way to start than this week, right? It's Holy Week. We're getting ready for Easter. Palm Sunday just passed. Passover's at the end of April. There's a lot of things that we need to look to right now. And let's just use our money where we want to use it and put it into something we care about, and that's Preborn. Because Preborn doesn't get any money from the federal government. Only Planned Parenthood gets that. And even when I was talking to Dan Steiner, who runs Preborn, one of the things that they talk about is they do these books. And they have these moms that, they look at the pictures of, their newborn, and, Preborn stays with you for that whole first year. So they're helping them with, all these things that you're not even thinking about. Diapers are so expensive. Baby formula is, evaporating off the shelf. So things are so hard. And they have answers. They have donors. They have resources to give to these moms. You're not going to get that anywhere else. That's the difference between Preborn and everybody else. And that's why we're saying, instead of having, the government commandeer your tax dollars and they're giving it to these other groups like the Planned Parenthoods of the world, you generously donate whatever you can to a place like Preborn You take a couple of bucks that you would have spent somewhere else, and you help a newborn reach their full potential as this wonderful new baby girl, this wonderful new baby boy. Something that only, you can do through an organization that's giving it all. So let's take control, and let's, hey, in this woke world of be whatever you want, why not be parents? Why not be moms? Why not help these women with babies that are scared and don't know what a heartbeat looks and feels like and doesn't know they have other options because nobody's telling them except preborn. So you should go to preborn. Any amount helps. Give as much as you can. All the gifts are tax deductible. If you do it now, you're not going to regret it. I mean, really, just give it a chance.
All right, to donate securely, just dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, pound 250, keyword baby, or check out their website. It's preborn.com/Sean, S-E-A-N, preborn.com/Sean. All right, that's going to wrap things up for today. All right, a lot of legal news tonight. Jonathan Turley, Gary Kupek is going to be on. Also, we'll check in with Laura Trump. We'll get Trump family reaction. Senator Kennedy. Wow, he tore this guy up before the Senate in a committee earlier. Wait till you hear this. That's all coming up. And Tommy Lahren, Ari Fleischer, and Governor Sanders will join us as well. That's all happening 9 Eastern, say DVR Hannity on Fox. See you then. Back here tomorrow. Thank you for making this show possible.
Spring cleaning is upon us, but there's one meaningful box that you don't throw away when cleaning out your closet. It's the box filled with your family's important videotapes, film reels, and photos. Hi, I'm Adam Basewater. And I'm Nick Rocco. We started Legacy Box over a decade ago to help families organize and update their analog media to digital. Legacy Box is simple and easy. It works and it's safe. Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box, and Legacy Box has been featured in Good Housekeeping. Legacy Box is like magic, converting your shoebox of memories to the cloud or thumb drive, ready to watch and share. Declutter your closet by digitizing your media. Become more organized and accomplished, knowing your family is and forever. Take advantage of our spring cleaning sale going on now. It's the easiest task to check off your to-do list. For a limited time, you can get started for just $9 to save. Visit legacybox.com/Hannity to get our $9 sale. That's legacybox.com/Hannity to get our $9 offer. legacybox.com/Hannity.
What do you do if you can't pay your taxes? Turn your tax bill over to us. We can negotiate with the government for you. In all cases, you don't have to deal with the government. Take advantage of all your qualified options, like offering a compromise, handling part of what you owe, either in monthly installments or one payment. Monthly payment plan that works for you is acceptable to the government. Penalty forgiveness, hardship deferral. The government leaves you alone until you overcome your challenges in the job market, if your former spouse causes a tax problem, shift it to them, where it belongs, or other individual solutions. We discuss your case with you so you'll have a complete understanding of how we plan to help you. We'll work with your current year situation before it becomes a tax problem, because we want to put a final end to all your tax problems. Call Moskowitz LLP at 888-TAX-DEAL. That's 888-TAXDEAL. 888-TAX-DEAL or MoskowitzLLP.com. MOS MW LLP.com. Find out everything you need to know about your favorite radio station on the Talk Radio 560 KSFO website. It's all at KSFO.com. Talk Radio 560 KSFO San Francisco, KSAN HD2 San Mateo, a Cumulus media station.
Says he'll pay it. Timely Silicera, Fox News. Former President Trump says he's gratified by a appeals court decision to cut what he must now pay in a civil fraud case.
Former President Trump says paying $175 billion is much more manageable at this point in his civil fraud case.
And we will abide by that. We'll put up bonds for criminal security case law.
He did not say when he would put that money up, but in his Monday remarks, the former president insisted he had the cash.
Fair, a lot of money, still.
He still insists this and the other cases against him are all political hits.
Fox's Gernal Scott says the judge in Trump's New York hush money case has scheduled jury selection to begin in April 15th. Trump's accused of falsifying business expenses to cover up money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels. He kept quiet about their affair when he first met President Wall Street, the Dow lost 162, the Nasdaq minus 44. America is listening to Fox News.
Hi, I'm Henry Dixon. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
KSFO traffic from the Chilton Auto Body Desk.
Look for a delay in Oakland because of a stalled big rig. Southbound 880 before 16th and Barcadero. It's stuck in the right lane, and your backup begins at 980. A two-car wreck in Pleasanton, East 580 before Hacienda Drive. Two cars in the center divide. A delay from Rao Ranch. That's your traffic. I'm Brian Drake.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Summit Racing has the parts you need to keep your truck rolling right. From custom grills to tonneau covers and everything in between. Shop SummitRacing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends April 14th, 2024.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for health care can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion with each other's bills. Yeah, really, you can save a ton. See what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE. This is Chris Dolan.
And I'm Vanessa Dennison, senior attorney from
381-3811, 877-381-3811. I am waiting for the United Nations to condemn Putin and Russia. They put 80-volt battery and hooked it up to the genitals of at least one of the ISIS mass murderers and tortured him, and they videotaped it so the whole world could see. And this is what Russia does, not just under Putin, but other dictators, to send a message. No moral equivalency argument, no demands of any kind, and of course what Putin does in these situations is he tries to use them to attack his enemies. So now he's blaming Ukraine. I want to hit another issue related to terrorism, and then I want to get into this matter in New York. What's fascinating to me is I've explained this Alvin Bragg case. I went back and looked over a year ago, here, and on Fox and on Blaze. And I'll explain it again, as people explain it anew today, legal analysts and so forth. But we've been on top of this in all these cases, broken them down piece by piece, and we've been right every time. But first I want to tell you about what this UN resolution was about Israel, because Kirby is lying to his teeth. He's getting away with it because people don't know enough facts, or they don't want to know enough facts to challenge it. They don't study it. And I get this email blast from David Milstein, his stepson, who was also special assistant to Ambassador David Freeman under Donald Trump, ambassador to Israel. Now, here's the summary. Netanyahu announces that if the U.S. doesn't veto the UN Security Council resolution for a ceasefire today, this is how it was reported, he's canceling Strategic Affairs Minister Ron Dermer and National Security Advisor Gabi's White House meetings. Dermer and Hannah Gibby, I should say, their trip to Washington came after Biden asked Netanyahu on the phone last week to send a delegation to discuss alternatives to a major IDF operation in Rafah. Now, this Rafah is what Israel's been trying to do for 5 months. They've pushed what's left of the Hamas terrorist battalions, where all the leadership that's not in Qatar and Turkey is hiding. They've encircled them. They want to blow out the 4 last battalions, and they want to kill the leader. And the only one in the way is Joe Biden. Because I have my own theory on this, America, and I'm going to give it to you right now. That Joe Biden plays nice with the Iranians, whose administration denied that Iran had anything to do with October 7th, when everybody said, what? Who keeps funding the Iranians? Who refused to attack any